This is investment tanking, taking a look at the unholy beast that is the Großtraktor-Krupp. It's as though the Germans took a look at the long hull of the TOG and the dirt of the KV-2 and thought, hey, that could work, so stuck a dirt onto this weird ass hull on a tier 3 medium. Just what the game needed, another low tier derp tank. Despite only having 14mm of frontal armour and 8 on the side and rear, the gun more than makes up for any deficiencies in the tank. With its high explosive round doing 175 damage with 38mm of high explosive pen, this cuts like a hot knife through butter through all the thinly armoured targets in the low tiers. Word of warning though, this does not get preferential matchmaking, which means it will go up to see tier 5s from time to time. If you try playing this tank late in the evening when most of the lower tiers are sparsely populated, you will be put into the majority of tier 5 games. Needless to say, your little 38mm of penetration on high explosive won't do much against this big scary tier 5s. You will be left behind and often. So, if high explosive is useless against highly armoured targets, then what should you do? Your armour piercing round is only 43mm thick, that's only 4 or 5 more millimeters more penetration than the high explosive round for only 110 damage. It is not worth it. But you do get a rather nice heat round, which gets 87mm of penetration for 110 damage. That's enough to go through the front of a Panzer IIJ, and quite a few tier 5s as well. But, despite its temperamental nature, this tank comes into its element at the end of low tier games, assassinating everything on low health and thinly armoured it can find. What enables the Krupp to do this is its amazing gun depression and fantastic mobility, which lets it get wherever it needs to go. The gun depression of this tank is on par with an STB-1 tier 10 Japanese tank, that's minus 12 degrees of gun depression. And if wargaming is to be believed, it gets plus 60 gun elevation. I've never tested that out myself, I've never had to look into the sky that much, but that's got to be a mistake.
Let's locate another target.
The gun itself has around a 5-second reload time, which can struggle against the faster firing enemies you will encounter if you get in close. To counter that, it has a rather nice aim time of 2.2 seconds at this tier, with a horrendous accuracy of 0.55 at 100 meters. What makes this tank challenging to play is actually the shell velocity, which on high explosive is a laughable 385 meters a second. Compare that with the around 900 meters a second average of normal armor piercing rounds. And heat, your penetrating round, is even worse with just 308.
Let's locate another target.
This is all offset by a massive 320 health though. Also with 44 km/h top speeds and a power to weight ratio of around 15.24, you are in no danger of being left behind in the battle.
Target lost.
As for credit earning, I would rate a tier 3 premium tank to be utterly negligible in terms of making money. Possibly at most 30,000 if you're incredibly lucky and or skilled. So, is it a good tank? Well, it's certainly challenging to play for all the wrong reasons, but it is very, very fun and just hilarious when you derp someone out. As to whether it's worth having, it's a very rare tank, only been for sale once or twice for a couple of days. People will not know how to kill you or what you can do. Use that to your advantage. Other than that, spend more gold and keep tanking.